Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm back with our message duty here right now. Let's hop right into it and find out your angels really want you to know. From the jump, I am hearing that you have a lot of people out there watching you and heavily invested in what you have going on. I feel like there are people that are in this one-sided competition with you that you least expect. I feel like, again, you guys are my light workers and my healers. You have a way of making whatever you have going on look really great. And I feel like you definitely give people around you this fear of loss. Like you have something special going on that they don't know about. And I feel like, again, it's because you do have a light to you and you guys put your heart and love in everything you do. I feel like you could be going through things, but people out there really see you guys of having a sense of peace and contentment and just having like a secret answer to life. I feel like there are people out there who are very inspired by you. Not all this energy is bad, but I do feel as well there are people out there that definitely feel like you are after something that they want or you have something that they want as well. So I feel, again, a lot of this energy is good, but there is some people out there that you may need to watch out for, including people that may be close to you. I feel like you guys may be used to people in this weird sort of competition with you, but I feel like lately it's kind of turned up a notch. Even if you don't really realize it, I feel a lot of my collective out there, you guys are minding your own business. You really release the need to appease others. So you're not really focused on other people the way they're focused on you. And again, I feel like sometimes in the spiritual community, you're taught that everything is a mirror and everybody is a reflection of you. But I really don't think that's the case. I feel like you guys are going up in elevation, and sometimes there's just people out there who are just not in the best energy and they're just very attracted to you and what you have going on. And I feel there's also people out there that have assignments to distract you, whether or not some of you guys believe that or not. But just in the lowest vibration of that, there's also just people out there who are just not happy with their lives and just want to bring down others. And I do feel like lately, you've been looking really good, you've been shining, and I feel, again, there's gonna be people out there that you don't expect that are heavily triggered by your growth and your healing, even people that you thought were rooting for you. I feel, again, you guys may have had relationships with certain people where you bonded over certain things or people were used to seeing you in a certain way, but this new healed version of you definitely got a few people pressed. And I feel, again, that there's definitely people out there who will kind of like see your life as a comparison, but there were things about you that maybe they're like, okay, well, at least I have this over this person. And now you kind of overcame that. I'll give you an example. Like maybe some of you guys were heavily focused on work, so you didn't have the best friendships or relationships, but you took time to kind of make better friendships. And now someone out there in your life is seeing you blossoming as someone popular and having it all or something like that. Like I feel like you guys seem to have it all to some people. So the one aspect of life they feel like they can one up you with, you guys kind of surpass certain people on that too. And I do feel my collective out there, you guys have been taking the extra time to focus on yourself, and it's really bringing your life back in balance. Maybe a lot of you guys out there just focusing on self-care, and that's triggering people. But I do feel, again, that you have a certain person out there that's in a one-sided competition with you, and you might be surprised about who that is. And again, like I'm seeing 911, this could be a warning. And again, I'm not here to scare anybody. If anything, this energy actually feels complimentary and high vibrational, because it's almost at the point where you guys don't even notice it or care anymore. Like you see the pettiness, you see the weirdness, and something that could have hurt you in the past is now things that you guys would laugh about because you see right through it. But I also feel as well that you definitely have an energy of certain people just being mad that you seem to be surpassing them in multiple areas of life, not just one. And I do feel that my leggers and my healers, like I feel you may not feel this way about yourself, but because you guys are so gifted and talented, people already see you as winning in aspects of life that they haven't won at yet. Or people already see you as shining or being better than them or thinking you're better than them. And you may not, again, see it that way. You may feel like you don't have that much going on, but there's people out there, again, that are seeing you triumph over obstacles. Maybe some people in your life put obstacles in your path, and you guys alchemize that. You turn challenges into successes and wins. And I feel, again, that there's an energy coming through of like an ex-lover or friend or someone that was close to you that definitely was trying to bring you down or criticize certain aspects of yourself, but you actually took that and transmuted it. And I'll give you guys an example. Like say you're looking really good and this person kind of disses you and says like, oh, you know, you're like, oh, I lost weight. And they're like, oh, I didn't notice, something like that, right? And you're like, oh, I just need to go harder then. And then you end up looking 10 times better, even though they did notice you were looking good, right? There are just things going on in your life that people don't want to compliment you. And I'm seeing my angel number for your glow up, 1055. You guys could be seeing 1010 or 505 or 555 and 911, 333. I feel like people are noticing that you are looking good, that you're shining, that you're definitely taking the time out to work on yourself. And you may notice that not a lot of people are complimenting you. And I feel it's because people don't want you knowing that they notice that you are shining. And again, a lot of people out there are validation based. So you guys can probably look in the mirror and be like, I'm doing a good job. And you've gotten to that point in life that you're not letting people bring you down. And that's adding that extra layer of glow and shine. But again, there's people out there that don't want to give you that validation that you look good, because for whatever reason, they don't want you knowing that, because if you know that on top of what you have going on, they feel like you're just surpassing them, which is crazy. So again, this is a message out there for my people who have been working on yourself like very heavily, but you may feel like people are not really noticing or complimenting you, or people don't want to spend as much time with you, or maybe there was a time you spent with there's like a time that you spent with a certain person and they may be deciding to opt out of bringing you places or something like that. I feel like, again, like, this is not going to be something that's completely shocking to you. I feel like there is definitely relationships that you guys are feeling like, okay, I love this person, but I've definitely outgrown them. And you may even find yourself tired of the old rhetoric with these people. It's like you're outgrowing them onto the next, but they seem to be stuck with the same old, same old. And there are certain people out there, again, like maybe their thing was being really good looking, but that's only going to get you so far, right? So you guys could be improving your looks, but you're also improving your communication skills or your friendships or your healing or your work life or whatever, right? And because you are improving other aspects of yourself, you seem to be surpassing people who thought they had a one-up on you. And I always say this as well for my light workers and my healers. Like, some of you guys got so used to dimming yourself around certain people to make them comfortable. Not only that, because you guys don't work off of validation, you want genuine interactions. Every time you walk into a room or every time you are in the workplace, you're not trying to get all the attention. You're not trying to get all the praise. So people perceive you as not needing it or not wanting it or just not getting it at all. But in all honesty, you guys are just low-key. Like, you may get a good job with a pat in the back behind the scenes, but you're not going off bragging to everybody. You may have gotten a raise. You're not going off bragging to everybody about it. But enough time has passed in certain connections in your life where people are realizing that you must have something good going on, because it just seems that like you are really well liked and well received. Like, I just feel again that there's people out there who are comparing their lives to yours, and they're realizing that you may have had a lot of going on, you just didn't share it with them, something like that. Like, that's something I'm picking up on. Like, maybe you have someone out there, like a friend that really like thinks that they get all like the attention from like admirers, right? And you guys get a lot of attention too, but you're not out there, talking to them about every person that's in your DM, right? So they assume because you're not bragging about it that you don't have that, right? Or for example, they're bragging about their raises that they're getting, and it's because you didn't say, oh, I got one too, like, or you didn't tell them how much you're making, right? They assume that they're making more than you, but little do they know, you may have had all this money all along. Like, I feel like people are speculating about your life now because there's just something about you that people are realizing that you always had it going on. You just didn't overshare with people. Like, you always had a sense of success around you. And again, for some of you guys, there's gonna be people out there who do notice that about you from the jump, and that's why, you feel spiritually attacked by certain individuals, or you have enemies in the workplace. But again, you may have had people that were a little bit like shocked by the fact that they've been friends with you for so long and they don't actually realize that you are super successful. And it's because you don't go around bragging about it. And I also feel as well for my people out there who are really focused on bettering yourselves. Maybe you make a good amount of money, but you're not materialistic in the way where you need to flash it. Like, people assume because you're not there buying the most expensive car out there or flashing or posting it online that you don't have all that. But when people spend time with you, they realize that you're very abundant. Like, maybe when you let them in your home, or they see what side of town you live in. I'm really picking up for the collective today that you guys maybe purposefully or subconsciously or intuitively hid certain information from certain people, and somebody is figuring out that you may actually have more money than them. I feel as well that it could be because maybe this person never even seen like where you came from, or for some of you guys, you've known them for like 10 years. In the last couple of years, you really came into your own, or you really stepped into a lot of success. And they thought for the longest time that they had that one up on you, but they've stayed stagnant for the last 5 years while you guys kept leveling up. Like, maybe when you guys first started out in a certain environment or first started out in the work world, you guys used to share a lot of information with each other, but you guys may have realized that you weren't going to do that with that certain person anymore. And again, I feel like this could also just be in general that you guys don't care what people have going on, how much they're making, what they're driving, but people try to figure that out about you. And I am picking up for the collective that some of you guys do have nice things naturally. Maybe they're gifted to you or whatever, but I do sense that you guys don't purchase or buy things just to flex like the way other people do. And if you do have nice things, it's because you generally want it. And I feel as well for like materialistic people who are always trying to one up, like nothing is ever enough. Like this season's best car, it will be last season's car, right? Or something like that, right? So it's kind of just like all this material items and it's never enough, but you're so happy and content with what you got. And it could be you guys have a lot going on. It could be that some of you guys feel like you're still modest, or you don't care to make that much money because you care about your morals and your values, or you spend time investing in different aspects of yourself. But what the point I'm trying to say is that you have people out there who think that you have something going on that you're not sharing with them. I do sense that I'm hearing secret income. Some people think you have a secret income. Some people think that things about you, I feel for my collective out there as well, like, especially for my feminines out there, you could have dated some people that are trying to figure out how much money you're making. You make more money than them. You could have dated some people that are jealous of you guys because of that. And I feel like it can go both ways, but I'm definitely sensing for my feminines out there, you may have been criticized in a way where people were like, oh, you definitely have somebody paying your bills, something like that. Like, I feel like that definitely has happened to me, where I've had masculine energies accuse me like, oh, do you have like a sugar daddy? And I'm like, I wish, like, what are you trying to make an offer here? It's like, no, actually, I just enjoy, doing what I do here. But anyway, like, the point I'm trying to say is some of you guys may or may not, who cares? It's none of their business, right? The point I'm trying to say is that you have people always so fixated on what you have going on to the point where there could be some weird, strange, like, rumors going on in your life, and you guys could be hearing about it. And a lot of these things are going to make you laugh because it actually just shows like how high value, like, people really see you, and like not in like the sense other people use it. I'm using it in a way like, what is something of high value, something that people really would. I just feel like it's like almost like you guys are like this rare gem that like people just want to talk about. Like, but there's definitely situations going on too where I just feel that like people are looking you up. I'm also getting energies too as well of like, especially since like retrograde just hit. Again, my readings are timeless, but there was a lot of like retrograde energies coming through, especially I did this long ass reading on my Patreon. I lost my voice for a week. It's still kind of 50-50, so I'm not going to make this video a long one, but I definitely want to show up for you guys. But I was definitely feeling with this retrograde energy, like exes in new relationships and situations where you are a topic of discussion. And it's not because I feel like all these exes or past things are doing something to invoke it, but I do feel that if they had mentioned you, like, oh, I dated this person who was blank, 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 right? You guys have something going on that's special or unique. Like, maybe you read tarot cards, maybe you have a YouTube channel, maybe you are really successful at your job, or you're just really good looking, and they can't help but to bring up, or maybe this person that you guys dated in the past, or dating someone new who's just curious about their history and stumbled upon you. But I definitely sense that you have a weird energy of third parties that are infatuated with you guys, that love checking up on you. Even if your relationship with that person is done and over with, they still see you as a threat. I'm actually hearing, Jolene, I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Like, I feel like you have some people out there who feel like you can have that person back if you wanted to, even if their person denied it. And it's because of your energy. People really value what you have going on. And I definitely sense for my people out there who are especially coaches, mentors, teachers, natural life coaches, you don't even have to have a certification. You just are that way, right? A lot of times you will date people and they will naturally bring up the things that you say and taught them. They're like, oh, my ex used to tell me this all the time, like that I need to do this and this and this, like, right? And they don't mean to do it, but it's like something that you guys had said to certain people get ingrained in their brain. And it just naturally creates competition. Now, I do feel that for some of you guys out there, you have an ex here that isn't over you, that definitely does have more malicious intent bringing you up to a certain new person in their life. And again, I really don't love this behavior, the triangulation, but it seems that like you may have been a hot topic of discussion when this person got with a new person, and because of the fact that maybe the breakup was fresh and they just couldn't stop talking about you. And there could be someone out there who was extremely mad at you when they entered a new connection, but now that time has gone by, they have more of a soft spot for you, they've forgiven you, they've healed a little bit, and they don't have this anger towards you that they used to. And so maybe their new person in their life wants to talk crap about you like they used to, and this person's not in that same energy. Maybe they're shutting this person down. Like, I just feel like there's been some sort of energy shift between you and a past person that has gotten a third party kind of press. And this third party doesn't have to be a new person. It could be a family member or a friend that doesn't like you in this situation or scenario. And for whatever reason, that person's more on your page than the ex or the past fling, which is crazy because I'm hearing like for the ex or the past fling, like they're trying to like forget you, they're trying to move on. But because there's a third party here so threatened by you, they're the one that keeps bringing you up and making you relevant, which is kind of crazy. So you could be in a one-sided competition with somebody. And for a lot of you guys out there, you just don't see it that way. I know personally for myself, like, you know, the dating life, whatever, right? There's going to be situations where people move on, have other people, or there's going to be time periods where you are dating somebody and they're not honest and they're seeing someone else, they put you in competition, whatever. People are going to do whatever the heck they want to do. And for me personally, I don't see anybody as competition, because if somebody is meant for me, they're going to act accordingly. And I also, you know, like I always say, guys, my Mars is in Leo. Like, I don't think other people as competition, because I just know myself and I really like myself. So it's not that I think that I'm better than anybody else. It's just more like I don't even need to be in that competition, and I just remove myself and keep it moving. And I feel like a lot of you guys are the same way. You don't even care to go back and forth. But there are people out there that secretly kind of want to be in a competition with you because they see you in a highlight. Even the people that are competing over something with you, it's almost like they want to be in competition with you, because this poppin', amazing, talented, beautiful person that people love dated the same person as them. Like, it's almost like, wow, like I have something of value. Like, people know that if they talk about you, like they dated you, like it brings up their value. Like, that's how valuable you guys are. You get really annoyed about that, but it's almost like you are a relevant topic of discussion in people's conversations. You should not be. And that's why some of you guys could be dreaming about people feeling weird, feeling anxious. And yeah, a lot of people threatened by you. You've got the Three of Cups here. I feel like, again, I'm hearing that a lot of you guys just seem to be enjoying your life, doing your thing. Maybe you are just chilling, making new friends, making new connections. Like, you are really unbothered. And I feel like people wanted to paint you guys out to be the bad guy in a lot of scenarios, because it made them feel comfortable about the way they treated you, or their jealousy, or their animosity. Like, even this third party person, like, they want you to be the bad guy, because honestly, this is getting some tea. Okay, so you have a past person here who is a new connection, and this past person was probably toxic towards you because they're toxic, right? And this person wanted to believe the stories this person was telling about you, because they don't want to believe this person's the villain. But all the signs are there, this person's the villain, because you're not the only person that this person has problems with and they're the victim of. It's almost everybody in their life, right? And I do feel that this person is being treated badly by this individual, but they want to believe still. They're holding on to the threads of you being the bad guy in this scenario, because they don't want to go back and actually rethink everything this person told them about you and realize that the way they're being treated right now probably invoked the reaction that you guys had with them. And I almost feel like this person is realizing that, or doesn't want to accept the fact that you don't want anything to do with this person. That's why you're gone, you know? And I feel that, again, instead of articulating that, there's a level of denial here where this person, again, doesn't want to admit that they're being treated badly because they're so excited to have somebody, right? And I feel that this somebody is an ex here that is still very infatuated with you guys in one way or another. And it could be because of the light you brought into this person's lives. But I feel that it's not entirely healthy. But again, a lot of times people don't heal. They just go from relationship to relationship. So unfortunately, the beginning of certain connections are marked by these people discussing whatever went on in your connection with them in a victim, in a hurt mindset. And I feel that some of the things that this person has said about you isn't adding up. I also feel as well, for some of you guys, this person that is obsessed with you, that is dating or in a relationship with someone you were in a relationship with, they also are seeing this person double down or backtrack on the bad things they said about you too. Very interesting. Another thing I want to say as well, like, you seem to be completely unbothered. Like, I feel like this person watches you because they want to see a sign that of this behavior that this person claimed that you omit, but it just doesn't seem to be. Like, it's interesting because you haven't really done or said anything or posted anything shady, but I feel like this person or the new person they're with could be doing that. But anyways, I'm seeing for you guys, these are people that you don't even care exist anymore. I want to be honest with you guys. Like, there are people out there who really don't care exist. I'm talking exes from years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever, right? And it's crazy because a lot of times you guys just go off and do big things. You pop off. You use that toxic relationship as a lesson to transmute, to go off and do better things, to take the lessons that person taught you and to make it something more. And I feel, again, like some of you guys could be content creators, teachers, mentors, healers. You could use some of the things that you've gone through in your life as examples. And there's people out there who constantly think that you're talking about them. Like, there could be someone right there thinking I'm talking about them right now, when in all reality, I'm just channeling. And I'm just telling the viewer out there watching, I have multiple situations in my life this could relate to, so I ain't talking about no one in particular either. So I feel like you guys think that people are posting people think that you're posting about them, talking about them, you care about them, but it's a projection because they wish that you did. It's almost like people wish that they were irrelevant enough for you guys to care about, because they almost feel that you are slipping away from them. And also, is there some relationships that are fueled by someone's hatred for you or someone putting you in a competition with another person because they still have that unhealed wound where they want to compete for a pile of trash? Like, once you guys remove yourself from the competition, they're in denial about the fact that you guys don't care to be in that competition anymore. They don't even want this person, maybe, if you don't want them, because you made them relevant. This person bringing you up and talking you up and showing that they were dating you made them look better. And so if you don't want this person, secretly this person don't want them either, which is crazy. That's the power you guys have. You may have situations where somebody only wanted somebody when you wanted them, or somebody, yeah, pretty much, like you guys put things on the map. And that energy actually also translates into your work life, your career life, whatever you guys have going on. You could completely abandon a highly respected career to do something that some people can't find, not as revered or whatever the word is, right? And I feel that all of a sudden everybody wants to do that, right? You can move to an obscure place that no one heard of. Now all of a sudden everybody wants to go travel there, right? And I feel you have that energy where people are like, whoa, this person is doing it. They look happy. I want to do that too. And I told you guys, and I'll tell you this again, time and time before, if you're new here, subscribe. Guys can follow me on Instagram, Queen Alice Love. I do inspirational messages on there. I'm always repeating myself. I know there's always new people here as well. Like, I want you guys to know, like, whether you're new here or you've been here forever, like, you need to know that you may feel like your energy is disturbed. You may go through depression. You may go through so much and feel so much. And by the end of the day, you sleep at night knowing that you're not doing people dirty, right? You're not selling your soul to things that don't make you happy. Like, you're in alignment with who you are. And again, you're gonna have periods in your life where you're doing things that don't make you happy, but it's deeper than that. Like, you have a sense of peace because your spirit is not corrupted, or you're not focusing your energy on these other people. You're focusing it on God, your path moving forward, and you do have a sense of peace within your soul and your spirit. And I always tell you guys this, when you start detaching and go inward and cut cords and heal and move forward, get out in nature, rest, like, you realize how much of disturbed energy, the hurt, the pain, once you move past your own, it's not your own, that you're taking this on as an empath, as a healer. It's projected energy. So you may think you're not over somebody, but in reality, you are having someone throw all their energy, all their pain, all their hurt, all their blame onto you, and really just making you really relevant. And just to double down and probably try to fight to have you back in their life anyway. But like, with the Three of Cups there, like, I just see you guys, like, just celebrating life, celebrating your wins. And you know what? You guys could be celebrating your life, and people are thinking that, oh, what happened with, like, why are they celebrating? What good things happened in your life? You're like, maybe you're a type of person, you don't need anything. You don't need a validation to go out and celebrate. You're just happy you made it this far. Happy that you have friends to spend time with. Happy you have family around you that you love. Happy that you have, if you're in a relationship, like, you're just enjoying life and you want to be around people that appreciate the little things. So it may seem like to other people that you're living this lavish lifestyle, but really it's filled with light and love. And if you do have life's luxuries, I don't feel like you guys are flexing it at all. I feel like you guys know that it's a privilege to be able to go places and do certain things, and you would bring everyone along if they weren't such dickheads. Like, my voice is cracking when I said that, but like, seriously, you guys may have tried to include certain people in certain scenarios, even this extra situationship that you were in, and they embarrassed you. So yeah, I feel like, honestly, like, you could have, past situations trying to flex, but it's not authentic. But when you do it, it's not a flex. You could post when you're generally out having fun and you're not trying to flex, but someone could try to imitate that and look stupid doing it. So that's what I'm picking up on. Like, people are out there trying to compete with you, but they're really just looking stupid. And it's best they just move on, but they can't, because part of their life's journey is to realize the foolishness that they are invoking in. And I just feel like there's just so much energy going on here. Obviously, as well, like, some of you guys may have updated your wardrobe, updated your style, and just really put a lot of time in self-care. So for my people out there who do that, especially, doing healing and sleeping and resting, maybe subliminals, whatever, right? You're just doing whatever it is that you believe is going to make you better, praying, cutting cords, right? But people are convinced that you have this secret sauce, secret formula, and maybe that's all it is. Like, they could listen to that, but that's too much work, going through dark nights and facing your trauma and facing what's wrong and cutting off people. Your way is too much work, and that's why these people rather go with what's comfortable and easy than to stay around you, especially, past lovers who don't meet your standard because they're nowhere near where they need to be at, and they waste time playing stupid games instead of working on themselves. Like, especially if there's certain people just hop to relationship, like, it just isn't healthy. And that's why you guys end up winning, even if you do date or hop into new connections, like, you guys are not jumping into codependencies. Maybe you are just out enjoying your life with certain people, not over investing in situations that, again, aren't great for you. And I feel as well, what I'm hearing is that there is an ex-fling here who did and does speculate that you guys have a new love. And I feel like that's why they did jump into a new connection so fast, because they kind of wanted to beat you to the punch. And I do feel that it's not because maybe you guys did or are dating, right? Maybe you're seeing somebody, because I am hearing that you have somebody here, like an ex here, that already speculated you had someone new. So they wanted to jump to something new too. But I feel like regardless if you do or don't, it doesn't change what you guys have going on. Like, you don't need to flex it out there. And if you are in a happy connection, you do have an ex here that is extremely jealous of that and is using somebody else to try to one up you, even though you guys don't care. And again, I'm telling you guys, these situations that they will just be their own misery, like, to be honest with you. And another thing I'm picking up on is the fact that yeah, interesting. A reason, okay, so I feel like you have some people jealous of certain friendships and connections in your life, or certain relationships you have in your life that you guys have built over time. I feel, again, that there has been connections in your life that you guys may have had rocky or turbulent times with, but again, you guys have healing and maturity, and any connection in your life that is genuine, that you guys may have had rough patches with, comes out stronger and better. And I feel, again, that you guys may have gotten a lot better at maintaining friendships or relationships, but I feel it could have been because you chose not to be in highly codependent relationships. Like, I feel, again, that there is an ex or past fling here that is extremely jealous of the friendships you have going on, of everything you have going on, to the point where they had to get into a new relationship and flex it on you. And I feel that it's because they felt so lacking in their life. I feel you guys may have had friendships or relationships where they try to project onto you, telling you that you were struggling, or that you didn't have friends, or you didn't have this, you didn't have that. But I feel that if you guys don't have a lot of friends or people around you, or you prefer to be in hermit right now, it's because of a choice. It's not because people don't want to be around you. And I feel sometimes people find that shocking, especially my lightworkers and my healers. You will go through hermit periods where you feel like you have no friends. But it's not because people don't want to be around you. It's because you probably got scared or traumatized by something and had to go inward. But then when you guys come out of your healing, you realize that there's a lot of people out there who really do love and support you, even though sometimes things can get challenging because of the vibration you guys are in. But I feel the constant work on yourself that you guys have been doing for years is paying off and making you very, very popular. And it appears as though you have a lot of friends, you're enjoying your life, you're doing your thing. And now what has happened is this person who is in this relationship they jumped into to flex on you is jealous of the fact that you could just be single and having a lot of friends and living your life. Like, now that they realize that maybe you didn't jump to a new connection, now they're jealous of your freedom and the fun that you're having. Oh, like, this person just rather be single, enjoy their life than be around me. Like, dang, you know, or whatever, like their popularity, right? I feel as though this ex or past fling, like, they have to jump to relationship for validation. But not only that, they rather be around friends and having fun, but no one wants to be around them besides this person, right? Because that's, you know, whatever, right? Karma. But I feel it's really interesting because you guys also as well could be in a new relationship, but I feel the type of relationship you guys want is like the Three of Cups here, like where you're having fun, you're enjoying this person, there's a friendship there, right? You're not trying to jump into anything. So some of you guys could be in the process of building a new relationship right now, but you're not blasting on the internet. You're not trying to, you know, show off. Like, and I feel if you are building friendships in a relationship with somebody, if you do post something here and there, it's not a huge flex. It's just, this is me enjoying my life being me. And it's got everybody pressed. It's almost like the low-keyness that you guys have in your energy pisses people off because it actually shows how genuinely happy you guys are, and also the fact that you are mysterious and people cannot figure out what you have going on. I'm telling you guys right now, there is a huge speculation going on whether or not you got a man or not, whether or not you got a girl or not, whether or not you have 5 or not, whether or not you have a sugar daddy or not, whether or not you're a millionaire or not, whether or not you come from money or not, whether or not this and that. Like, I'm telling you guys, people also want a reason to make excuses for why they're not out where they want to be, that whether it's their looks, whether they're in shape or not, whether it's they're eating healthy or not, whether it's they're having healthy friendships or not, whether they're in a healthy relationship or not, whether or not they're making the money they want to make. And people want to speculate things about your finances, but what they fail to realize and don't want to accept is that by the time they were slacking off, doing God knows what, you guys were constantly putting in this Knight of Pentacles energy behind the scenes. And I always tell you guys this as well. I'm not shy. I let you guys know I like to enjoy my life. Now, do I spend crazy? Was I traveling the world? No, I haven't barely even been out of the country. Like, but I do travel here and there when I can. You know, I've got some family at a state, this and that, right? And, you know, people can speculate things there, right? But I also feel in the future, I may do that more. But the point I'm trying to say is that you guys may find ways to connect with people and do things that you want to do. Like, say that you have a friend who has a house somewhere in another country and they tell you to come, or some people love your company, they pay for your ticket, or you have a job that allows you to travel. Like, you know, you could have life luxuries because of the work you put into yourself, or this is going to happen in the future, so get ready for that. So the point I'm trying to say is people may speculate what you got going on, but they may not realize that a lot of the good things in your life is a direct result of you guys being a good friend, a good person, and maybe you didn't get all that from the jump, because what I'm seeing here is Knight of Pentacles energy, which is, it really reminds me of Capricorn energy, like, you know, Earth energy, like slow and steady wins the race, like people earn your love and respect, or vice versa over time. So I feel, again, or if you really are just racking in the dough lately, and if that's the case, you know, take a girl out on a trip. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, if you were racking the dough lately, it's because of this hard work and effort. I mean, some of you guys are just privileged, and who the heck cares? It's none of their business, right? And even if you, believe me, I know a good amount of people that has come from money and their life ain't what it's cracked out to be, because real friendships, real relationships, real success, that takes time to build up. Real high vibration, real emperor energy, real empress energy, that takes time to build through life's obstacles. And there are certain people out there who have certain privileges in life, and it actually cripples them and enables them to not mature or grow past certain challenges. But you guys have this energy where the universe pushes you through these challenges and you walk right through it. You go over these mountains, and that's why I feel that people don't understand what's going on with you or how you ended up where you are today. And it's because of, they don't want to, actually, I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I'm going to love with you guys. They don't want to believe that it was hard work and consistency. They want to believe it was your looks. They want to believe that you're just lucky, you're special. And you got, and all that too doesn't help. But really, guys, I know my collective out there. It doesn't matter what bags you are dealt with. You guys know, even if you were born good looking, you had to improve certain aspects of your life to be seen past that. Even if you were born, you know, in a certain way, you know you had to work hard to get to where you want to be. Even if you were having some privilege, you knew how to use that and work around that to overcome challenges. And everybody has their own set of challenges that they are embodying. And it's going to be the people that you guys least expect that are envious of you, that you may perceive that have more, because they haven't developed the other aspects of their life the way that you guys have. So, oh my gosh, I'm hearing like this. You guys like need your own TV show, because people love watching you, and you'd be surprised third parties obsession with you. And it's the people that you guys have interacted with in the path are to blame, because they get an infatuation with you, refuse to do the work to stay and be in your life, to be a good friend to you, and now they are nonstop talking about you. And I also feel some of this energy is from fear, because you guys are growing into being a well-established, well-respected person, and people are afraid that you're going to start speaking or telling the truth or exposing them, when in reality you don't even care. They exist. You know, I'm hearing, like, when, I feel like it's like a sound on TikTok. What movie was that from? When she says, jealous, you don't even exist to me. Like, people want to think that you're obsessed with them or focused on them or care about them, when you really don't. And I think that's what triggers as well, because you're in this energy now where you're just focused and you're having fun. Like, I have this thing where it's like, if I'm not enjoying what I'm doing, or it's not helping me grow, or it's not helping me make money, or helping me help others, right? Like, if it's not part of my mission here, I'm not doing it. And if I'm going to have friends, I'm going to enjoy those interactions with those friends. I'm not going to be friends with people that make my life miserable, because I need to say I have friends. And you know how many seasons of my life have been lonely? But I'm telling you guys right now, even if you're in those in-between seasons, people are envious of the fact that you can do that. Because I know for a fact, my collective out there, some of you guys may feel like, a small percentage may feel as though you struggle with having friends. But I know the truth is that it's because you guys are really skeptical of the people that now come towards you because of what you've been through. But I do feel like if you are in the process of making new friends, they are coming. I'm hearing new friends are coming. People think that you are in a new relationship, and or they're trying to speculate, like, because of maybe something you guys posted or said or gossip. That's another thing as well. A lot of people gossip about you guys. I'm telling you that as well. Like, you got maybe people lying, saying you're with somebody because they don't want you with someone else. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm telling you guys, like, I get brought through certain seasons of my life, like, just to learn the lessons, like, and so they're ingrained in me, like, commandments, right? Like, one of the things that people lie. That was one chapter in my life that, like, just stop believing things people say, because a lot of people lie. They lie a lot. And that's one thing that we don't understand, because, you know, we have discernment, but we don't because when you're an authentic person, right, like you just don't think that way. But a lot of people lie, they exaggerate, and sometimes when you have close friends with you, you would not imagine being lied to, but people lie to get the outcomes they want with certain things. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, there's a lot of people out there who may try to lie or gossip on your name, but the proof's in the pudding. Like, people want to look in your page to see evidence of these things that these people are talking about, and it's just not there. So they can keep talking, keep speculating. And that's that. And I feel there's just an element of, there's going to be a divine, okay, there's a big blessing coming in, guys. So I feel that that's another reason why maybe people are watching you. They could just feel it. They can sense it. And I'm telling you right now, anyone that's done you wrong and dirty is getting tower moments. And I do feel like, again, like, that is part of the karma. Like, these people are meant to watch you guys glow up and shine. I know a lot of you guys are like, just leave me alone. Stop watching me. I'm tired of feeling this energy. But keep leveling up, because what I actually sense for a lot of you guys is that you really aren't feeling these people anymore. You'd be surprised some of these people are still watching. Like, you'd be surprised who people are, but when they surface, because they always do, or some people do, I feel like there's some people who are going to want to reconnect with you guys, or there's going to be some evidence coming out. You're not really going to be that surprised, right? It's more surprised, like, you're still here, you're still watching me, you still care what I have going on. 222 on the clock. And I feel the biggest L a lot of people take is that you guys keep leveling up, and they realize that in the least bit, they missed an opportunity with you by being bitter, by being petty. So that's what I'm seeing. Got a King of Wands here. You guys can deal with a fire sign person or an earth sign person. A water sign female could be significant too as well. Another thing I want to say too is that the energy you guys omit is that, again, there's going to be people that interfere with your connections, right? And I'll give you guys an example. Say you're dating somebody, right? And then someone comes in and, like, you know, is trying to, okay, I'm trying to give an example here, because I do feel like there was someone in your life that wanted to pull somebody away from you. But if someone's meant to be on your path, they will always find their way back to you, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. There could be somebody who definitely tried to throw themselves in between you and somebody else, and they were using, like, cheap tactics that kind of will just die out, you know? That's what I'm hearing. I'm seeing a water sign male too as well. And I do feel that also on the other side of things, you have people out there that may use others, like, as a way to get to you as well. But I feel like if there's people out there that really want you in their life, they're going to just have to approach. Like, I do feel like there's a person here who does really like you guys. And I also see that as well, that you guys have a lot in common. And this person may have similar energy to you, and they watch you a lot. Like, this could be someone you guys met or dated or went on a date with or connected with or just friends with. I'm seeing, like, you guys also, your style could both be kind of like to sit back and let people come to you. And I feel like this person doesn't want to miss an opportunity with you. So you're actually putting them in their King of Wands energy too, which is awesome. Like, I feel that there's definitely a lot of great people coming towards you guys. And again, I feel like that's why I tell you guys not to stress over the gossip and all that stuff, because if someone's meant to be on your path and they have an issue with something that someone has said to them about you, or something you're doing, or perceive something you're doing as they don't like it, they can just communicate that with you. So I feel there's somebody here who's coming out of an energy where they were scared of maybe how they were just scared of just coming towards you, basically, but they want to. And I feel that this could be someone who wants to be friends with you too as well. Also, I want to say one thing as well. Like, I feel like you guys may have made attempts to maybe mend a bridge between you and a certain somebody, but I feel that timing is going to heal that situation. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, there's so many people coming through in this reading. And if you're not on my Patreon, if you guys, some of you guys from the collective, you don't know that I did like a pick a card channel, and I have a lot of great readings on there, but I still do pick a card readings on my Patreon. It's only $1 to support me on there, but I just did a 3-hour-long reading about who could be coming back this retrograde. And I feel like there's some people here with some unresolved air that don't have bad intentions. I know some people complain, like, I don't want anyone from my past, but not everybody's a past person or an ex. Sometimes it's really just people that wanted to date you, but something came in between, or money problems or stress and all these things. And I do feel, again, that if we date with these unrealistic expectations that they got to come in and be 100% and be great and be perfect and like, dating is definitely very difficult, and we're definitely bombarded with like so many like conflicting concepts. Like, I remember there's this guy that I was dating, or not really like dating, but like I went on a few dates with, and whatever, it was whatever. But then like I kind of like reconnected with him later on. We kind of both fell off, whatever. And he was like, in the beginning of him starting to talk to me, he was like really like his communication style wasn't really the best. And then on one of the dates, he was like, oh, like, I just like about you that, you know, you're not clingy. And so I'm like, okay, he likes the way I am. And then lo and behold, a couple months later, he's like to me, oh, you know, I just thought you didn't like me because you never reached out. And I'm like, you literally just told me that you like people who are clingy. Like, I feel like sometimes people listen to like these dating advices or they're confused about what they want. And that's why it's so important for people to be in alignment with themselves and loving themselves. So they're dating from a self-love energy and not hesitating on what they want. And also, like, this person seemed to be kind of still stuck in a mindset of trying to figure out how that person's acting in accordance to if they even want them or not, right? Which is kind of crazy to me. But anyway, I'm just trying to give you guys examples here. Like, sometimes it is about timing, and sometimes people in your life for different reasons too as well. Like, you may think, oh, this person's meant to be in my life for dating, but you guys may have like a networking opportunity they're resurfacing for, right? And that's kind of like what I'm seeing here. Like, maybe people feel like they don't have what it takes to date you, but they might have something else to offer you. And I think that's why we shouldn't look at people with such black and white terms. And I feel, again, that sometimes that's kind of what we're forced to do in this world, because people have multiple things to offer us, you know? But anyways, that's the point I'm trying to say, because every so often I'll do readings about or channel message about, you know, what's going on in the current energy. I always tell you guys, I don't really focus too much on future predictions because I believe that God is giving us free will, and I'm not taking that away from nobody. A lot of things are up in the air, in the here and now. You guys can change the course of your life today, right? And there's some things that are fated, but we also have soulmates that sometimes are not acting right. And when we have soul connections, it can be very frustrating when that happens. So when you have someone like me coming in and channeling and telling you, hey, this is what's going on, this is what you're feeling, it can be very validating. And I feel, again, that sometimes we want like a fantasy version of people that doesn't exist. And just like we've been the victim of people idolizing us and then being mad that we don't reach their expectations, we have to understand that everyone out there is struggling with their own things, right? And I feel like when you have a full life and a lot of things going on, you tend to take dating with a more relaxed state of mind instead of hyper focusing on people's behaviors and things kind of align the way they're meant to. And the reason I say this is because you have a situation here with somebody where I think there was third party interferences, but not enough for this person to like talk badly about you or something, but enough for like people to like get in their ear to make them hesitant to pursue you. But I feel like they're like, you know what, F it, this. I see an opportunity here with this person and I'm going to go for it. And when I say X people, like another thing I want to say as well, and I'm going to end this message today, a lot of you guys out there need to just start going out and connecting with people, because people do want to be your friends. People want to be around you. There's so many people out there, and then you will have messages about new people in your life, right? You will have things going on. These messages will actually make sense to someone you just met a week or two ago that pulled back their energy, or a month ago, not the ex from 10 years ago, right? There's going to be a lot of things going on, and I feel, again, even if that ex from 10 years ago still comes up, we dive into the things that happened to us to understand ourselves and the healing and what we could do to choose better in the future. And I feel that if we don't focus on fixing the patterns and understanding what has gone on in the past, the future will predict itself. The future will basically, you know, just recreate itself. And I feel, again, that if you haven't had anyone new in your life you're interested in, maybe it's a sign to go out there and just keep connecting with people, because you do have a lot of people that want to be your friend. And I want to tell you right now, whoever's watching, this is a sign for the collective. If you haven't had anybody new to date in a long ass time, you do have somebody here who is interested in you. They may just perceive that you are not interested in them, right? So I feel that for some of you guys out there, maybe you should start posting more, okay? And showing up. A lot of times, guys, like, I'll go a little hermit, but I'll post a picture and like people will be like, oh, hey, you know, because sometimes you just need to remind people that you exist, you know? And I feel that a lot of you guys, I'm not also going to say that people are going to forget about you if they're meant for you, but I do feel as well, like the people out there who are a little hesitant to reach out, right? For whatever reason, or they're busy, or they have fulfilled lives with a lot of things going on, right? If you do something that kind of pushes them, like, oh, dang, they're looking good, let me just shoot my shot now, you know? Like, if you do something that kind of will invoke a conversation piece, or post something you're doing and someone can respond to it, you make things interactive and easy for people to talk to you, right? And I feel that people take such an intense approach to dating when it could just be an easy process. Believe it or not, guys, right? You know, but I feel that, again, like, that's why I might actually go off and start doing advice and stuff. And I see the nature of my work kind of changing, guys, because this channel is not about predictions and telling you guys what's going to happen. It's almost about creating the best version of ourselves in the future. And I feel that it's harder to predict the future when you're breaking past patterns. I actually realized it's easy to predict the future in the past because karmic lessons repeat themselves over and over again till we get it. Of course, the karmic X is coming back, but what are you going to do in the present to change that outcome? Sometimes saying F you, I don't want you isn't the answer. It's just forgiving and loving and moving on, right? You don't have to take people back, but we have to understand why are you so angry just hearing about this person still. And you can just click off too if you don't want to hear about a past person. But also, there's plenty of other people that these messages could actually relate to. And some of you guys are just so hyper fixated on that past person that hurt you. You don't realize there's someone here who may have had a little minor hiccup in their connection with you, but it has great qualities and wants to come towards you. And that's something I want to let you guys know. Like, you know, I feel like there's just people out there who view you in a high light. And like I was saying in the past, beginning of this reading, like, you guys really do have qualities out there that people are very intimidated by you. And it's even harder to approach you when we have a chip on our shoulder or we're angry, we're jaded at our past, right? So that's why it's so important to continue to heal and focus on ourselves in the present. And that's why I also feel as well that I can give you guys a fantasy reading about a future person that's coming, or I could talk to you about what's showing up in the here and now. And again, I do feel for some guys out there who really truly feel like you have no love interest. There's someone out there for you guys to meet. But I do feel some of you guys out there, because of your past experiences, give up too quick, or you may go off on people too fast or get angry too quickly at people because they are not acting in the way that you want them to. But you have to sometimes give people time to process energies and things going on in their life. And timing has a lot to do with relationships too as well. And I'm not here to like knock anybody or anything going on, but I was just kind of talking to a small group here who like complain about their exes from a long time ago when I'm doing these type of messages like, hey, someone's coming back, Mercury retrograde. But it doesn't have to be, again, somebody from 10 years ago, 5 years ago, or that ex that cheated on you 12 times over and, left you for dead. Like, I'm talking about somebody here who you might know in passing. And this has happened to me a few times through the course of, my YouTube career. I remember, I'm telling you guys stories. I'm going to end this message today, but I remember I had somebody from I have been doing readings and I'll pick my own pile, especially when I had the Picard channel. I was like, someone from the past is coming back. And I thought it was a certain person, but it ended up being somebody else that I knew from my childhood, and I ended up dating later. And then, so sometimes you may not realize another person is resurfacing and you go to talking to them and certain things made you guys lose connection and stuff, but it may not be horrible and toxic. So sometimes we are just stuck in another person's web and terrible energy because of their energy too as well. I'm not blaming you guys too. I'm just saying that that's why it's so important to know that when these people are in your energy, cord cut and cleanse, and redirect your focus on other people, because you guys do have toxic exes out there who really do want to keep you down and don't want you moving on. But that doesn't mean that there isn't other people out there who have seen you and maybe have noticed that you weren't in the right headspace to date but want to come at you, or vice versa, right? So that's the message I have for you guys today. I know I started off saying, people are pocket watching you, speculating, you got third parties, you're jealous, all these things. I feel that into some regard, this individual who may be coming towards you with some sort of offer here, they notice how worked up people get around you. So you could have mutual friends or situations going on where this person just didn't want to rock the boat because of some third party situation here. Or maybe this person's coming out of a relationship or situation themselves that wasn't making them happy. Again, if we want to, people to give us grace to go through our lessons, sometimes we got to give other people grace to go through their lessons. And this person's coming up as King of Cups. So they are coming up as somebody that is not, wanting to hurt you, and sometimes people just have their own paths and lessons before they're ready to move forward. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Someone here is coming towards you and they may have had obstacles, but they're realizing that they're just going to kind of, do their thing to make sure that they're pursuing something with you. We got 4 of Wands here. They admire your stability. And then we have the 9 of Swords. Yeah, okay, you're dealing with someone who has a bit of anxiety here. They're dealing with someone who also, that's another thing I want to say too. When someone's meant to be on your path, especially if God is telling them come towards this person, they're going to keep thinking about you, thinking about you, thinking about you. So that's why I tell you guys, sometimes just posting or doing something will give this person, if they're a little more shy, an excuse to reach out, because there's someone here who's got a crush on you. I have to add that to the title too. There's a lot of things going on today. I think that's what happens when I don't upload for over a week. Someone's got a big crush on you guys, okay? I'm gonna end this message in a light note. I just like to kind of, mention all these things because I do read the comments and I do want to make sure I am making sure I'm articulating the message in the best way to help you guys. And for the people out there that are getting mad over exes, like, I want you guys to understand there's a lot more going on with you in these readings and the messages that I am conveying. And I wish sometimes like people would see that, like, I am conveying these messages for the purposes of cord cut, cleansing, learning, and moving on from these people if you don't want them. And sometimes, like, when you guys are in this Nine of Swords angry energy, you're picking up on those people's energies. And that's why I just want to let you guys know that. And honestly, if you are still dealing with a heartache or a loss and you don't want to hear about exes, I just want to let you guys know it's okay to take a break from the readings too. Because I do that from time to time. If an energy is so heavy and someone keeps coming through and I don't want to hear about them anymore, I just take a break and go outside, touch some grass, play some video games, do something creative, hang out with my friends, go get a drink, you know? So yeah, I'm also encouraging collective out there to continue to try to, like, you know, join a new group, do something outdoors, say hello to a stranger. Like, I know it could be hard, but I feel like you guys need to know how well liked and well received you are. And also, because you guys are victims of spiritual attack, narcissists, so on and so forth, you forget that the world is a beautiful place and there is a lot of people out there who would love to have someone like you around. And you've gone through the lessons to identify the people in your life that aren't meant to be there. So go out there and get to the new if you really feel like your life has been the same old. There's new out there for you to meet all the time. So I do hope you guys like that message. If you made it to the end and you're listening to me rant, give advice, I want you guys to comment below. I am divinely protected and I am an amazing friend. Yeah, I feel like there's people out there who are talking about you guys, bragging about being your friend and just like how I feel like you guys do so many kind, amazing things for people. And I just think that you need to see that there's people out there who are going to appreciate your amazing qualities. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys. I want you guys to realize that the universe wants to give you justice. And these negative, toxic people being out of your life is justice. And sometimes the result of them not being able to have access to you, be around you, is to get other people around them interested in you, what you have going on. So full circle, that you guys are creating content, monetize your gift. Hell, if there's people out there that don't like me watching this video, thank you for the view and listening to the end. I do love you, and I really hope that you heal, you know? I don't even spend too much time focusing so much on that, you know? When I'm out here doing these messages, like, I don't even want to keep going on rants, but I definitely feel like there's some people too hyper fixated on the hate that's watching and not on the good. Like, the only reason why I mentioned the people complaining is because I want to help you guys too, because you're also still my collective. And believe me, I get just as mad as you guys. Like, I don't want to hear from these people that I'm done with. Like, they have all the audacity to even be popping in my energy. But again, you guys are very divinely protected, and that's why certain people don't come at you until the timing is right. Ask for what you want. I feel like there's a big energy here of a lot of you guys learning how to communicate, go after, meet people that are in alignment with what you want, and communicate what you're expecting in a relationship and not accepting anything less. What you're expecting in a friendship and not expecting any less. There's so many times in relationships and friendships where I have communication with a person, the behavior gets corrected, and we're cool, you know, or we have a mishap, I apologize, they apologize, we move on. That's normal. And I think, again, sometimes we are so stuck in our past that we don't realize that not everybody's trying to do us harm. We're all just human learning over here, you know? And some of you guys need to create a new vision board or start making goals again for yourself. Or some of you guys are going to hit a goal that you've been trying to for a little while. Somebody out there is also getting a new tattoo. And some of you guys are spending a lot of time with family or will be soon. And I feel a lot of you guys are doing a lot of healing and working on your vulnerability. So you're ready to let somebody new in your life or somebody that I feel like you know, but not too well, it's going to be resurfacing with some sort of offer for you guys. So that's what I see. I do hope you guys like that message. I do feel like it could be romantic, but again, I do feel that certain people just move very slow because just like you guys, they have been hurt and they want to make sure that you're not someone that's going to hurt them too. And I think that it's difficult, guys, to kind of, you know, enter relationship situations, but you got this. And I do feel like somebody here who's entering a situation with you with a fair level of cautiousness. And I understand why you guys, you know, are reserved and don't want to let new people in. Like, I'm seeking revenge down here. Like, you got people out here really hating, really pressed, really mad that you're doing well, that you're shining, that you're walking away from them. The energy is strong. You could be feeling it, could be feeling anxious, but you got a lot of good and beautiful people that want to enter your life. So I'm going to leave a message at that, guys. I said I wasn't going to be talking so long, but here I am. I do hope you guys enjoyed this message today, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.